Welcome, old man. We are back with Inside the Ring with the old man. Old man is here, and he is upset. He wants to talk about Canelo Alvarez. I know
That's
me and Chris touched on it a little bit earlier this morning, but he wants to talk about why Canelo Alvarez doesn't have anybody to fight.
Yeah, what is this stuff I'm hearing? He doesn't have anybody to fight. There's plenty of people for him to fight. First of all, he doesn't want to fight Kovila. That's for damn sure. He'd have to go up and wait, and he'd get smashed.
Light heavyweight, yeah.
Yeah, he'd get smashed. And here's the deal. And then what's wrong with Charlo? Well, how come he's not fighting one of the Charlos? But he's not going to because he doesn't want to. The Golden Boy's got the golden hen laying the golden eggs, and they're going to pick some bullshit fight and he shouldn't have to fight Triple G. Triple G got boned because Triple G beat him.
I think Triple G still wants to fight.
Yeah, I imagine he does. But that's a shame because he had 2 fights with him already where he got fucking boned. The bottom line is, they're trying to protect this, and this is what the fucking problem with this boxing is. They're trying to protect this guy, keep the money coming in, and pick these guys that'll be easy for him, or at least easier than the guys I've just mentioned. He can't look at. He doesn't want to go up. He said something about going up. Kovalev will smash him.
He wants to go up to 175 to fight Sergey Kovalev.
He'll get fucking smashed. Go up there. Canelo, if you go up Canelo, then I'm going to give you credit for being a bad motherfucker. But right now, I'm pissed off because he's this dodging and ducking bullshit, and there's nobody for him to fight. Fuck, well, ask Charlo about that. See if Charlo says if there's nobody for him to fight.
Yeah, I know Charlo's been calling him out for years already.
Fuck, man, because he'll get smashed. You seen what happened to him when he fought Mayweather. Mayweather made him look bad. Okay, he brought out all Canelo's imperfections in the ring.
Well, he wasn't fast enough to touch him.
No, he wasn't. And he was a lot younger man too. Now, you guys are going to sit there and tell me if you didn't see the same fight I seen. Everybody makes a big deal about Canelo, and I like Canelo. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like the fact. I don't like any boxer when they start doing this shit. When they start trying to protect themselves, pick the easy fights. Look, they picked Cotto, and Cotto out fucking boxed him in that match.
His camp and Golden Boy said that there's nobody good enough.
Oh, come on. That's what I'm pissed off about.
That's what they're saying. The problem what they're saying is that they can take these fights. He could take a fight with Sergey Kovalev, with Triple G, with Demetrius Andre, but that's not the fight. It's not the best fight for him because of the fact that those guys are not good enough. So they want a bigger name, is what they said. They want a bigger name.
Yeah, they're not good enough. That's a bunch of horse shit. That's the big. Who's going to sit there and let them get away with this? Where's somebody going to step in with some sense and stop this nonsense? This is bullshit, and everybody knows it. This Charlo, come on. If he gets in there with Charlo, I think Charlo will fucking dust his ass.
Charlo's quick.
Yeah, and Canelo has a problem with that. It takes him a while. Cotto beat him. I was there at the fight. Cotto beat him. He didn't hit as hard. He doesn't have that fire like he used to have in the punches. But you know what? He was a lot better boxer, and it showed. And if anybody sees that differently, they're crazy. They're crazy. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm tired of people seeing something, and then they'll go with because they like this guy. I like him too, but I don't like the fact. I'm not liking him now doing this fucking shit. When you're not fighting the best of the best out there, that's what I don't like. That's a chicken shit if you ask me. He's protecting it. And you know what? More power to him if it works, but we as fans shouldn't let this happen. Let's make some fucking noise. If you want to be proven as the best of the best, like Ali, they would fight everybody that was out there, not just to fucking pick and choose. And then he moving around and wait all over the fucking place. Well, move up and fight Kovalev or fucking fight Charlo right now. Come on, I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. There's nobody.
He's got to get through Demetrius Andre first.
There you go. What's going on with that?
Yeah,
he's not good enough too, I suppose.
That's what they're saying.
Shit. You can't just make those claims and duck out. The association needs to step in, make him fight. He's got to fight somebody. Make him fight.
I agree.
Make him fight the top contender, the number one top contender. Who are they saying the number one top contender is right now?
Demetrius Andre would be the number one
contender. Then he needs to fight Demetrius. Right?
Charlo would probably be 3 or 4.
Yeah, but Charlo...
Triple G is probably 3, Demetrius Andre is 2, Canelo is 1, and Charlo would probably be 4.
There you go. Fight those guys. There's nobody.
That's what they're saying. So the fight's going to get pushed back until late 2019 because normally he fights on Mexican Independence Days.
So he couldn't. Nobody was ready, or nobody good enough was ready to fight him. That's what he says.
That's what he's saying.
Horseshit.
There's not enough. Well, I know 2 weeks ago that he was already throwing out there. Golden Boys camp as well was throwing out there that they wanted to fight Jaime Munguia.
Why?
And that guy's not ready.
Okay.
He's a big guy with some power, but he's definitely not ready. Not right now.
No.
He still needs about 2 or 3 more years.
That's right. See, they're picking these guys based upon that, and they're getting away with it. No, we need is this. Okay, stop the bullshit. Let's make this guy fight. Charlo's been calling him for a while. Have him fight Charlo. Demetrius, there we go. Have him fight. Why isn't that guy fight being signed? I mean, I haven't looked into this shit, but you just told me this shit today, and it fucking pissed me off, fired me up. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. You can't do this shit. This is what's wrong with the fucking boxing game, man. This is bullshit. No, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Again, I don't want to see him fight Triple G again. I think Triple G beat him before. I don't want to see it again. I think Triple G got boned, and I don't want. And why should Triple G have to go prove himself for a third time? Probably get boned again. So fuck that. I know Triple G wants to fight him, but why realistically, he shouldn't have to again because he got boned in the last 2 fights. I'm telling you. I mean, it's the way I see it. I like the guy too, but I'm not going to give a guy credit where credit's not due. And that's what people see. I was reading some comments from people the other day about an old fight that got stopped in the last round, like with 5 seconds to go, and it was a fight with Chavez. And Chavez, senior, he one of my most favorite fighters of all times. I mean, bad motherfucker. Canelo, he is not. He was better, way fucking better. And Chavez Senior was a bad motherfucker, and he fought everybody out there they put in front of him, and then some. But there was a fight that he was in with. I'm trying to think of his name, David. The guy's punch drunk to this day, but the fight got stopped by Richard Steele, and with 5 seconds to go, I'm trying to think of his name, his last name, his Davies. Anyways, Davis, I think it was. The guy was a great fighter. He was outpointing Chavez. He was fucking hitting him fast and hard, real clean. He was just outspeeding Chavez, but people didn't realize through the fight, Chavez was banging. He wasn't as fast. He was losing the fucking fight. You could see on the scorecards, Chavez was actually losing the fucking fight. And in the last round, he finally knocks this guy down. God, I got to look it up, his name. Look up a fight between, I think it's Davis. The last name's Davis. Anyways, that fight, that guy was still fighting after. Anyways, he's punch drunk to this day, poor guy. But Richard Steele stopped the fight with and everybody goes, fuck it, it was actually 3 seconds to go, and they boned him and this and that, and da-da-da-da. Well, there was all these, I seen the fight originally when it happened, and I thought, why did he stop the fight, Richard Steele? Why did he stop it? Because this guy was just beating Chavez to the punch and, scoring. It was very obvious. But Chavez, when he did hit this guy, he was hitting him with some fucking fierce, it was boom. But if you look at this guy's, now you look at Chavez was losing the fight, taking more punches, but that kid took the worst of the wares. His face was swollen. He was fucked up bad. And Richard Steele, he's in the ring and he stopped the fight. Okay. He looked into the guy's eye with only 5 seconds to go. The guy probably would have lasted, and he would have won. Or he could have got one more punch and it could have killed the guy. Well, today, Richard Steele stands by his thing. And now, at the time, I didn't agree with Richard Steele. I thought he fucked the kid, And I like Chavez was my favorite going into the fight. He was always been my favorite. I love the guy. Because you know why I love him? Because he fucking fights everybody. He's a bad fucker and he doesn't duck anybody. He fought this kid, was upcoming fast. It was a Duva's guy. But anyways... So I was thinking, hey, he got fucked and Steele maybe was paid off and this and that. But look back again. I watched the fight again a couple of days ago, and I'm looking at it, and I started reading comments from people, and the comments were saying, "Yeah, you didn't see what you're seeing, And I'm going, these motherfuckers are siding with Chavez just because they like Chavez, And I'm looking at the names as Hispanic names, da 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 da. And then I started looking at the names that were saying that kid got boned and You could kind of tell they were probably either white or black, or I don't know, but they weren't Hispanic names. And I'm going, this is where, now what I'm bringing into this now, people are divided by race, man. I'm divided by who's better. I don't give a fuck what color your skin is. I don't give a fuck. If you're a better fighter, you're a better fighter. I don't give a shit. And that's what I'm saying about this. I see people get too much into this thing, and it's sad, but we're divided. And our government, they keep us this way. But the bottom line is, Richard Steele did a good job. Went back and looked at it, and this kid today, this guy's can't even talk, put two words together. He's fucked up. But Richard Steele looked into his eyes at that fight, and he knew. Now, here's a black man stopping the fight on a black man that would have been a black man to win. Richard Steele was doing his job as a referee. At the time, I thought he fucked the guy. I just thought because the kid was way ahead. But if you look at this guy's face, Chavez, because Chavez fucking rip you apart. He hits fucking hard. And he would, if you could stand in there with him, and that's what happened. This kid was getting out more punches, and he was hitting fucking Chavez with great shots, and I mean, really good shots. Never had Chavez really like hurt anything, but knocked him off, off balance and stuff, But Chavez, he was just fucking thump. He just come back like a fucking freight train, just keep coming. He wouldn't stop. You'd have to take, and I seen Chavez win fights like that in the last round. A few of them. This guy was that bad. So what I'm saying is that people, we got to be fair. Fucking Canelo needs to fight whoever's the best of the best and stop ducking. There's plenty of guys, and if anybody, Hispanic, white, black, are gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's it," there's not enough. Bullshit. There's plenty of white guys, black guys, Hispanic guys that will fucking fight him. But nobody's good enough for him. That's an insult to people. And that's a cop-out. That's a bunch of bullshit. And that kind of shit is what I hate about the sport. And that's what I hate about the champions. When these guys, when they're coming up and they're trying to get their shot, they're complaining about all these things I'm talking about. But once they get on top, like Canelo is, then they start fucking the guys that they should be giving a shot to. And they go along with the politics. Bullshit. Keep it, in your heart of hearts, keep it right. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to the sport. Stay true to the fight game and your fans. That's all I'm saying. Don't be one-sided because the race or thing. Give it to the best man in the ring. Doesn't matter what fucking color he is. It doesn't matter. I mean, if they let an alien get in there and fight and he can kick her, hey, he's the best man, human. I mean, whatever. I'm just saying, this is bullshit.
We'll just have to wait and see who they schedule for him. I mean, I guess towards the end of the year, we should know who he's going to be able to fight. But in other news, my boy Amir Khan is champion again.
Amir?
He fought last weekend down in Saudi Arabia. He had a fill-in to fight Billy Dib.
Okay.
You familiar with Billy Dib?
No.
Yeah, he's from across the pond area.
He's a UK guy, or?
Yeah, he's a UK guy. He's also like a what?
Oh yeah, no, I know who he is.
He's like the same ethnicity as Amir Khan.
Yeah, I know who he is now. Yeah.
Yeah, but they fought down in Saudi Arabia last weekend, and Amir Khan made easy work out of him 4 rounds.
Yeah, I know who this guy is. This guy is. I mean, the only reason why I know, I was going through some fights the other day, and the guy, I guess he's an Arabic guy or something. Yeah,
Billy Dib's 45-6 with 26 KOs, but he got stopped in the 4th round.
Yeah, he wasn't able to put a glove on Amir. Amir's a good fighter, man. You got the fastest hands out there, man. So you can't take shit away from him. But
the WBC International Welterweight champion.
Well,
international belts. I don't know.
There's things out there. I don't even. Whatever. But I wonder what they paid him for the fight.
Probably nothing. This guy's supposed to fight in Saudi Arabia. I didn't even know what was really going on until the day of. So
it's a title though. I mean, I don't know what that title pays. I don't know nothing about it. But I'm more power to Amir Khan. He's one of these guys that doesn't want to give it up. I mean, I wish he would give it up though, because when he got, I've looked at his knockouts and he's a good fighter, man. But man, there's that button now he's got when he gets hit. And you can only take so many of those, and I wish he wouldn't take any more because fuck, that's a bad way to go out. I mean, Amir Khan made some money in his day, man.
Yeah, he's made some good money actually.
I'm gonna if he put any of it away because he's fighting like he hasn't.
I mean, he's still fighting because he still feels that he's just as good as everybody else.
Oh, he is. I'm not gonna.
gonna.
He is. He's a great fighter. I'm not
That's
taking
why
that away
he's
from him.
That's why he's still fighting. He doesn't need to stop right now.
Yeah.
He just can't. I mean,
He can't stop. But I mean, he feels he's still viable.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't really see a reason for him to stop. I mean, he lost to Canelo, obviously.
yeah, but look. You watch his. He gets There's devastating knockouts now when he gets hit. And it's a matter of time, And when he like he did to this guy, I guess this weekend, he was able to put it out there before he got hit. When he gets hit, I tell you what, I could knock him out. See, what I'm saying is that when he does get hit, he goes down. There's a button he's got now, and it's once that happens with the fight, I've seen these fighters, they're good, and all of a sudden one day they just they get knocked out easier and easier. That chin goes, man, and his chin's gone, but he's a good fighter. I'm not going to take that away from him. Fucker can fight, and he's got fast fucking hands. He's got skills.
Did you feel any of the earthquakes yesterday? We had 6 more.
I felt some bullshit, and I thought it was me, I thought it was some bad dope or something.
6 more earthquakes. I guess they had a couple.
I did feel them.
And then Ridgecrest, right?
Yeah.
That's where they're happening at. A lot of them are happening out in Ridgecrest. They're just getting slammed out there.
Well, how big were they?
Yeah, 3.2, 4.5.
No, those are aftershocks.
4.5 hitting Ridgecrest.
What's tripped me out is we had the big one. The first one was like 6 something. No,
6.9.
6.9, and then we come back and we get this. That's the one I didn't even feel the first one. I was fucking knocked out. Whatever. I fucking jet lagged. Came in from Vegas, but I was knocked out and I didn't feel it. I was woke up. Hey, you feeling the earthquake? I said, no, I didn't feel shit. But the second one I was awake for, and that motherfucker was hard, man. And it went on for a minute. I mean, it went on. It seemed like quite a while. And it was rolling up pretty soon. I'm sitting there in the warehouse, man. And I'm going, fuck, I'm going to get out of here, man. Fucking building. It started getting a little nervous when it started. I felt that it was getting more and more. And at 7.1. But what I don't understand is that when you have an initial earthquake, the aftershocks, they were calling that 7.1 post. Actually, the first one they were saying were pre.
Yeah,
shocked.
They said it was a foreshock.
That's the first time I've ever heard that. I've always heard the major earthquake, and then you get all the little aftershocks afterwards. Now they're saying, oh, that was just the pre. Are they bullshitting us or what? Because, look, it was usually an earthquake, bang, it hits, and then you got your aftershocks. Now I'm hearing about pre-shocks. I never heard of such bullshit because the major one, there was it was the bigger one with 7.1. Now, either you know what you're talking about or they don't. So are we to suspect that we could right now maybe have an 8 something and they'll just say, oh, the other ones were pre-shocks, 7.1 and the 6.9 and whatever were pre-shocks. Fuck, this is the first time I've ever heard of that. You told me that. I'm like, I never heard of a pre-shock. Fuck, I remember the first fucking earthquake I was in.
Foreshake.
A foreshake. Well, you would say a whatever, but a pre-quake.
Whatever.
Pre-quake. Wait, what the fuck? But then they were saying
a foreshock.
They're aftershock, called aftershock.
Yeah,
so
they were trying to say that the first one was a foreshock to the.
What is that? I've never heard them say it. Okay, either they know or they don't. Was that the main one now, or could we have one bigger?
They're saying the 7.1 was the main one.
Oh, they know that.
That still doesn't mean that we can't have a bigger one. I think the San Andreas fault line. The San Andreas fault line can handle an 8.4. So.
What do you mean it can handle it?
Well, that's as big as it can go.
Oh, as big as it can get.
That's as big.
And that's supposedly not even the main. They found this fault line goes to the middle of LA. This is a new one. It's like the fucking major plates or some bullshit. I don't know. They said it would go right through the middle of LA.
The one in San Francisco is not the San Andreas fault line. No, that's a different.
That's a different one.
That's a whole different set.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about this new one they found. It's in it. It starts. It's down here. It's out here and goes right through. It comes in from the desert and goes through the middle of LA down through Ventura County. It's a major one. Now the San Andreas fault, from what I understand, it goes through Ventura County, Upper Ventura County, right? It goes up to the
Greenville fault.
Which one? The one that's happening now? They've been having?
Ridgecrest.
That's a different fault line then. See?
Yeah.
It's not even San Andreas. San Andreas comes through Ventura, goes up through like Fraser Park area. There's a big old crack and goes into Kern, cuts across that mountain range, heading towards the desert, high desert there. But basically they were saying if the San Andreas ever took a shit, this is what I would hear when I was a kid. It would break off Ventura, Santa Barbara, Ventura County.
They've already said that wouldn't happen, though.
Yeah, but it's what we used to hear when I was a kid.
That's an old fucking wives' tale.
Well, yeah, it could be, but now they're saying we could never.
We're definitely due for a big one here in Southern California.
Well, I thought this relieved some of this pressure.
It did relieve some pressure, but it's still.
So the San Andreas would be the next one.
Yeah, the San Andreas it needs
Was
to
it
relieve some.
Northridge was San Andreas.
Northridge was San Andreas.
It was?
Yeah. The reason they felt that so much is because it was right through the city.
Fuck yeah. It only, you know what, realistically, it only leveled like one apartment complex and shit like that. You know,
the bridge, the 405.
Yeah. Well, oh no, it knocked down the bridges off the 5. They're going out to Santa Clarita, out by Magic Mountain. Yeah. Fuck, all those overpasses. And those are tall motherfuckers. The motherfuckers came down. But, you know, every time I cross that going to Vegas, I think, fuck, I hope an earthquake doesn't happen right now when I'm crossing that heading out to the 14.
Yeah.
And I always think about that. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that's my beef on Canelo, though. I mean, in his camp, and the bullshit. Have you heard this shit about what people did on the internet? They've been getting together, signing up to go just
Area 51.
Yeah, Area 51. They want to go in there and just
so
fucking.
Got 500,000 people right now.
No, they got over a million.
Over a million people.
Over a million people signing up, saying they're going to go storm it. And now Pentagon took it seriously, and they're saying, you know, they wouldn't do that. They were advising nobody to do that because they will take action. And believe me, folks, they will take action. Don't get stupid. Don't get out there in numbers. They'll fucking they'll mow you down and with, you know, and not think twice about it. That's how seriously they are about keeping us out of their business, which is really our business. Anything that they're doing is our business. And people just want to know. You heard about what got people started again, right?
No.
I didn't even know about it just this morning. There was a new UFO. Some UFO just landed out in the desert. And it looks like it's crashed.
Yeah, but these UFOs are just military spacecrafts. Yeah. They're not. It's not fucking from outer space.
I don't think so. See, I think that
none of them are from fucking outer space.
The ones that we're seeing,
they're shit that we're building.
That's what they're saying. Yep. Yeah. But supposedly, we built them off stuff that they back engineered. They've got the crash site from Roswell supposedly there. That's what they've been back engineering for years, where the first LED lights came from the first transistors. That's supposedly, this is what they say, these guys. But anyways, I'm just saying, I'm telling the people, don't get stupid. This military, they'll fucking chop you down. I mean, you can go out there in numbers, but somebody's going to die before it stops.
Oh, yeah.
And that's our own military would fire against, just because we want to, you know, we want to see what's going on out there. And they should disclose it. That's what their job is to do. The politicians and stuff, they work for us, the government. They're elected officials, elected on our behalf. The thing is, they're not working on our behalf. They haven't for a long time. You want to know what
they got going on down there?
Do I don't want to know? Yeah, I kind of want to know, but I mean, not in the sense that I'm going to go storm the fucking place.
Yeah, I could really care less what they got.
Well, no, I think that they need to disclose it because it would help the economy. There's all kinds of stuff if they released it. We could get on with some things. It's not just about because I want to know. It's because it would help the economy. It would help us in a lot of ways. You know, we can put things into effect. I want to know why they're keeping it a secret. Why? Because it's financial. It's always financial. These cocksuckers. I don't care about the alien thing. That's not what it's about. I'm pissed off at our government because they want to keep all the fucking shit for these fucking rich elite bastards that are actually pulling the strings. You know, they got the puppet strings, and these rich bankers and oil people. They're the ones that control this country. Our military is their fucking police force carrying out their bullshit, and that's what I'm saying. Carrying it out on us. We hired them, we elected them, and they're turning around and using this shit against us. That's what I think. I want to know. It's everybody's equal, folks. Remember. And everybody should know what's going on. We should all get a fair shot at anything. Whatever the technology is, we should all get a shot at it. Not just these fucking few elites, you know. It's bullshit. Every time that the government hears about something people do, an electric car, for instance, the oil companies come in there, they fucking pressure these people. They especially if they're getting a patent, they end up. I know for a fact my uncle worked for a big oil company, and he invented a magnetic type motor, got a patent. He worked for a big oil company. I don't want to say their name. I don't want to get fucking in trouble. But because he was an employee of theirs when he made this, and it had nothing to do with his job, they automatically owned 51% of it. He had to hire attorneys to fight this so he could. So they wouldn't own the patent rights. It was a big mix-up. It happened when I was a kid. So this is how long electric motors have been going around. The thing is, these oil companies have been buying them up for years, the good ones, and putting them on the shelf because they're not going to make no money out. They make more money selling fuel. So they want to sell fuel, and that's what they're going to do. And when they finally have to do, because believe me, we still have more oil than we can use, and for years and years to come. And they want to keep that tapped in. And believe me, right now, our cars could even run a lot more efficient than they run. They run the way they run because they know they want them to burn gas. The more gas you burn, the more money they make. It's bullshit. It's all control. So like Tesla's out there doing electric cars. It's still, here's the deal. He still makes a car. His car that he put out there, he still needs that charge. He'd be charged up. So you still got something that needs to be charged up. The one that my uncle invented, it was a magnetic. We got magnetic powers of north and south, push and pull type thing. And basically, all he needed was a battery to open up the circuitry and get it going. And when it engaged, it was like a big armature, just like you see in your starters in your automobiles. And it would go, and then under power, it would charge the battery to open and close the circuits while you drove. So it basically was self-sustaining. It didn't have to fucking be charged. And see, that's even, I don't know how fast my uncle, we put it in a truck.
Things probably goes about 30, 40 minutes.
I know it went faster than that, but the problem he had was transmission for it. The conventional transmission wasn't working. So what he did it like a rheostat where you engage it would go. I think we got up to like 40 miles an hour in a Ford pickup truck in 1960 something Ford pickup truck. And it was kind of cool. But it was a big thing, but I'm saying this is what the technology, this is why they want to control the technology. So they can release it when they want to release it. They want to control the money. It's all about money. And that's what's bullshit. And it's sad that our fucking military would, of course, giving orders. When you're in the military, you're giving an order, you have to do it or you'll be court-martialed. So, these guys have to fucking do what they're told, So, but if you guys show up out there, I don't think anybody, I think it was a hoax. I think it was somebody who started, it was a hoax. It wasn't real. But
it started as some bullshit and then people just got behind it.
Right. But I'm just saying, even if some of you people may think that's real, don't go out there and do that. You'll be fucked up. Believe me, you'll be fucked up. That's not the way to do it. If you want to know what's going on, make some noise and go to Congress and fucking, I don't know. They don't want to hear from us. They're not going to hear from us. That's not the way to do it either. If you want to, I'm just saying. Anyways, what's this shit about that Jeff Bezos not paying his employees insurance and stuff? You heard about that?
I have not. I don't know if this is true.
I'd have
to do some more research.
Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon.
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon.
He's gonna get married to Laura Sanchez, I hear.
Yeah, I heard that.
After she put his dick out there and fucking blast. I mean, why in the fuck would a broad do that anyways? Being in that position. I mean, it's like Laura Sanchez doesn't need any money. Her whole man's he's loaded. He's a billionaire. Her whole man. Yeah. She married a billionaire. So she left one billionaire for another billionaire. I don't know who's richer. I think Bezos probably by Bezos or whatever his name is. Yeah, I think he's richer, I guess, now.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Why is he not paying his fucking employees in this? I read this guy got sick or something, and then he got his job into this guy. This guy, of course, this could be a disgruntled employee just talking shit. But he said he got his job. He was happy to get his job wherever he's from, some small town somewhere. He gets his job at fucking Amazon in the distributorship somewhere out there in Ohio, I think it was. And he was working there, and all of a sudden he gets his letter in the mail, or gets an email from him that he's terminated, without any warning, anything. But because he got sick, he said he was out sick because he got sick from unsanitary conditions at at the distributorship. Now, I don't know, either there's outhouses that are not getting cleaned out or something. But I don't know if this guy, when I hear stories like that, this is what the mainstream news put out there, and I'm reading this, I'm thinking, did they even check this shit out? This guy got a job in 2018. He probably flaked and not showed him to work or whatever. They fire him, and now he's making a big deal about it. Now he's saying they don't pay them any insurance. I don't know. Is that true?
I don't see anything about that.
That's ridiculous. But but I went from that story.
Yeah, but it could be anything though. It could be. I mean, this guy is probably one of the damn richest guys in the world. I mean, it could be like you said, a disgruntled employee trying to get some coin.
They probably fight it because when you show up to work, guy claims he's sick. Guy's probably doing dope, not going to work, whatever. But I mean, but him not paying employees. But then I read that these other employees are saying, no, he doesn't pay us. He doesn't pay us full-time employees. He's not paying us insurance, health insurance. I'm like, what? What the fuck? I don't know. I find that hard to believe. I know he's trying. I know what he's doing too. He's telling he has employees, which I think is a good deal. I was in the transportation industry. He's offering his the delivery drivers. He's offering them them to buy their own routes. That's what FedEx does. UPS still pays they still got employed drivers, but FedEx doesn't. It works out real well for them. They get paid by their route. They make good money.
Then they could. Those guys end up picking up 2 or 3 routes once they're going. They put some drivers on there,
right? But they make good money though. If a guy builds his route up, you make good money. Now you have to do it. You got to work. And you got a lot of stops. If you don't have a lot of stops, then you're not going to have a lot of money. But you can parlay that into some good money. Believe me, I know. But he's doing the same thing. But he's offering his employees. I think he's giving them the guys that are working for him. He says he's going to lay them off, but give them a severance of like $20,000 or something. That's in other words, help him get my fucking van. That's helping buy. And you think he's going to even lease the vans and then that way they're responsible for their own, but they're going to get, it's easier for him to do it that way, I think, and that's why FedEx does it, and it works. It does work for both parties. I know when this first started back in the day, it wasn't too good. Drivers got fucked, and they had more responsibility, and they got boned. But now it seems like to be a pretty good deal for them. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What I read, anyways. I'm not trying to give the guy a bad thing. I just know that why would you marry a broad, put you out there, and broad, fuck you up like that? That's fucking weird.
She made out though like a fat cat.
But she was making out. She was married to a billionaire. The guy fucking he's a big celebrity. Wasn't he? Something to do with the entertainment industry, fucking radios, and I don't know. He's big guy, billionaire. And she had to go fucking a billionaire. And damn, she stepped up, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I know. Fuck, she probably what was she making when she was on TV and as a newscaster? Maybe fucking $80,000 or maybe at the most.
Could be.
I don't know.
Not too much. Let us know what you think about Canelo not being able to find an opponent for September. Do you think that's right? Or do you think that there is somebody out there for Canelo to fight? Drop that in the comments.
Right. And subscribe. Don't forget. And listen, and you keep listening to us. We're going to give you guys some good shows. You got some good stuff I've been working on. So we'll sign out for now. And after I had get my bitch and my gripe out about that Canelo thing. And we'll, by the way, Willie Pep. I went back and looked at, we're out. I'm off. I have no sound here. My head.